Hello everyone and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Our friend just died, which is tragic. For multiple reasons. So I need that mushroom to be happy now. Oh. So it just keeps happening? Okay, I thought that was going to be like a little event. Okay, so you gotta go down here. Vessel flesh? Oh, our character is maybe had a little too many mushrooms. Perhaps. Click and drag to navigate. Oh. Defiance Bay. The Twin Elms. Deerford Village. Or Direford. Alright, I guess we go to the Vale Wood. It will take you 6 hours to complete your journey from Ceylon to Valewood. Or Ceylon Lai? I don't know.
The longer we walk, the more lightly you'll have to sleep.
Our character likes to talk to himself. Hey, I'll take the camping supplies. I like the lighting effects. And the fog of war. Okay. We'll just act like... Wait. Can I interact with this? Aha! Take that blood moss, thank you very much. Let's go into scout mode.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay. So we have a baddie over there. That is not a lootable corpse. That's the map. Cave. Alright. So the message after everything went bad said we should make it to that village. So that village was, I believe, south of us.
A blade in the dark.
Ooh. Okay. Nope. I don't want to fight 3 enemies. The scouting mode is quite useful. A wolf. Is it alone? You could probably take it then. Let's go, let's kill it real quick. Hiya! Good punch in the face. Thank you. Give me the loots. The grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay, so we have a camp. Let's perhaps travel back to this ruffian that we saw. Let's see if you're alone. It would appear so.
Bring them down!
So, from what I can see, it definitely looks like the dual wielders will attack a lot faster than the... Ooh. Oh, that kick is so cool. Alright, so that's just for looks. Lockpick? Do we... Oh, we can't even wear a helmet, so that doesn't matter.
A blade in the dark.
Oh, wow. I'm probably going to say we don't want to fight Bandit Tinfrith. Oh yeah, day-night cycle. Yeah, maybe we'll come back here and fight them if we have more people. But fighting all of them one by with one guy just doesn't seem like a good idea. 2 wolves though. Sure. 3 wolves though. We're engaged with all of them. I need to do this cone attack. Ooh, that was not worth it.
Alive. Shot. Yeah. Still alive? I need some.
No, that one.
Still alive? Shot.
Oh boy.
The longer we walk, the more lightly you'll have to sleep. As you wish.
Woo.
They won't see me coming. I see something.
What is loose brick? Ability area of effect. Huh.
They won't see me coming.
No. Except okay. These aged walls appear to have once encircled this entire glade. Only a small fragment remains, and the stairs leading to the top of the structure have crumbled away. Examine. The heavy bricks are slick with moss, presenting a hindrance to climbing, but the stones themselves seem sturdy enough. Given the right tools, one might easily reach the top. You find a handhold upon one of the large stones and start to pull yourself up, but the uneven bricks and odd angle of the ascent make the climb difficult. And after a short distance, your arms begin to burn too fiercely. You are forced to drop back down. Shoot. Alright. I'll have to come back here with, I guess,
They won't see me coming.
rope or something. It's just one of them.
How do you do?
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? He wipes his brow, turning to face you. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. Our caravan was attacked. I've been trying to get to Gilded Vale. Hard luck, and I'm sorry to hear it. You should be fine from here. There's no missing the Vale if you keep the road, and you haven't far to walk. But you'll want to keep clear of this path after that. We were just attacked north of here. Me and a friend of mine. We came out here to hunt some deer. Came up on a bear instead. Great, monstrous thing. And Purely? Oh, that's the name of the dude. Anyway, he didn't make it. He shakes his head. I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Where did you find this bear? In a cave a ways up that way. He turns and points to the northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life. In any case, this forest's already caught. Oh. Name's Naughton. Born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. Luckier than Pearly, I suppose. I already know what happened to his friend. Alright. Gilded Vale.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
You don't say. I'm sure I'll get along fine here. Do you welcome everyone this way? The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree. Wow.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
What are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand the place.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
I don't think I'm going to tell him about this. Yeah, let's go find out more about what this is. He blinks. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the deer wood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice into a whisper. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Widewind's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Lord Redric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. If you have any other questions, do not hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. Nope. Sure. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. Regard you carefully. You'll want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on Igwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Bereth, have mercy, we certainly have. Nope. I'm just gonna be like, maybe so. Like I said, it's best to stay away from those sorts of places. Okay, can I just press escape? Because I don't want to tell him this. Well, maybe it's forcing me to tell him this. Alright.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
This place is great.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Goodbye.
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
He looks out towards the east, his expression unreadable. He blinks slowly and turns his attention.
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Okay, so you probably started to hear some distortion in the audio. Not sure why that happened, so I have to record this last part of the last episode again. To hopefully have it so that you do not have to hear the distorted audio. It got really bad, and I have no idea why. But anyway, hopefully it will not be bad for this one. Okay, so you should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed. What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of the Gilded Veil. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Barath must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. Don't threaten me, little man. He shakes his head, unmoved. It is no threat, only a warning. Lord Radric will tolerate no threats to his kin or those who live upon his lands. Grief will not make him more docile. What happened? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, I've not heard that word. But that is none of your concern. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn, or a stable, for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Farewell. Interesting. I'll talk to this guy.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Strange way to talk about your dead. He looks at the tree and breathes out. Half the town's up there now, seems like. No right way to talk about it. I'm looking for someone who can help me feel better. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away. He does not care. And I know that there's going to be something kind of interesting up here. Because I explored it in the now lost footage. So this gentleman, Thale. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Let's reach for it. You see a pennant waving tall and sluggish in the wind, a rising sun embroidered on the banner, the vanguard of a small troop of paladins. The atmosphere is buoyant, if restrained, and their armor has not yet been tarnished by the elements. This expedition is fresh, young, filled with zest and zeal. At their head stands a commander, awkward in full armor, but determined in step. Despite the excitement of his fellows, he does not smile. There's a twist to his mouth, his countenance grim. He throws up a hand, halting his troop. Silence falls among them, revealing a dark thunder, deep and low. He orders them to ready their weapons and spread out. Eyes dart from horizon to horizon, necks twisting to see the source of the sound. In the distance, dust and lightning rise from the ground as Stygian clouds race towards them overhead. The soldiers stand, only the staccato movement of their breath betraying their nerves. The commander closes his eyes, calling a blessing down on his troops. Invigorated, invincible, they wait as the enemy draws closer, poised to attack. That's it. We can't talk to him. Kind of interesting. I wonder if every one of these gods touched? Is that what they were called? Is that what I am? If they have something similar. Let's go towards the inn, shall we? Again, I've already seen what happens here. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
What's going on? One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. Mocking us even while he shelters in our village. Just goes to show you what these fancy Adari manners are worth. We don't take that kind of treatment. Not from foreigners, and especially not from Adarians. I'm drunk.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
That's not how I sounded. He should read that more closer to what I had. That was drunk. Silly voice actor.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
That's a great line, by the way. I love that line.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
Something surly and raw flickers through his eyes.
That's where you're wrong.
She draws a blade. I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. The 3 drunks scowl at you. And why is that? Because then you'll have me to deal with. I'm playing it as my character doesn't like people to be outnumbered. And, hey, he can fight, so sure. They look at each other. One of the men gives the other 2 a warning, shake of his head before turning to you. We're done for now, but this one better watch his step around here, because we're not going anywhere. With a final scowl at the elf, he turns to leave. As the 3 stumble away, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Actually, that was fun.
Then I can't imagine you lack for entertainment in these parts.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusser, at your service.
How did you manage to get stuck out here? He laughs uncomfortably. That's something of a long story.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
In Gwithan ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
We'll tell him. Several hooded figures operating a strange machine. Aloth goggles at you silently, apparently assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
Just how did you manage to cross those 3 drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Well, you did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. Aha, that. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I see. For which I am grateful. Let's, discuss something else, shall we? What are you doing in Gilded Vale?
Excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
And you? I don't know if he would tell him about this or not. Like you said, I'm also a settler.
Indeed. In that case, welcome to Gilded Vale, a true refuge from civilization.
You don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Indeed. I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
You're saying that this person that we saved was going to end up to be a companion that we can have in this game? I didn't know. So do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty obvious when you approach this area that this is going to be potentially your very first companion. We are fatigued majorly. We need to rest. We'll go to the inn. And also, I think I'm going to take a look at the spell book, but that will be in the next episodes. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.